boys back and I done did it again one more time. We are out here. Web developer lunch breaks like the old school days, man. Shout out to everybody that's here, that's live with me. I really appreciate it if you take your time to watch me for the next, 10, 20 minutes. Again, I want to let you guys know that today's topic is this is the year to ship fast, okay? Okay, shout out to everybody in here. For those of you guys that don't know what Ship Fast is, pretty much is a product, is a boilerplate, and it's an idea, right? Shout out to the creator. I believe his name is Mark, if I'm not mistaken, Mark Liu. I think that's his name. I know it's Mark, but yeah. Again, we're talking about Ship Fast, okay? Like I said, it's a boilerplate for you guys to basically start building applications fairly quickly. Um, Now, again, I'm not connected to this guy. I'm not getting a kickback. Shoot, Mark, if you see this video and there is a kickback, let me sign up as an affiliate. I wouldn't mind doing it, right? But as of now, as we speak, there is no affiliate link. There is no nothing connecting me to this guy other than respect, right? For those of you guys that don't know, I've been talking about this for years here on this platform. Now, of course, when I talk about it, people look at me crazy. Is it possible to do it? When someone else talks about it and does it, guess what? It's the next coming of Christ, right? Nah, man. But shout out to the guy, man. He's killing it right now. He has this boilerplate, which basically it's Next.js boilerplate. Connecting with Stripe and a couple of other things like Superbase. And it's just everything is already set up for you to create an application and start selling your service. Okay, sell it as a one-time product, sell it as a subscription, however you want to do it, right? And I think is a good idea, right? The good idea of having like a boilerplate that you can pretty much get up and running in one day. Um, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about this on Twitter for a little while, and at the same time, I respect it because it's very aligned with what I do, right? It's very aligned with what I do and what I've been doing for, over 10 years, which is build applications, right? Now everything is a SaaS, right? When I started, it was all about niche websites. You build a niche website, right? And what people are calling, micro SaaS, that's what I call a microservice. Okay, been doing this shit since like 2011, bro. But yeah, so now this is a big thing. Now everybody talking about it online, like, oh, you could just build one single website that solves one single problem, and you can go in and start making money with it. And people are eating it up, right? And they're right to, right? Because it's something that works. Okay, it's something that works. Okay, now shout out to Mark. Like I said, he's gonna be known as the go-to guy for this. But this is some shit that I've been talking about for years here, and I've been telling you guys that creating microservices was the way to go. Okay, because I've seen how I've been able to make money with microservices. For me, my microservices usually were paid through affiliate links, and also to affiliate links and advertisement. That's where I made most of my money when it comes to like microservices, which now micro SaaS, right? um yeah, and this shit works, man. For anybody wondering, is this possible, is this doable? Yes, there's multiple ways to make money online. Okay, and this boilerplate, what it does is it removes the tension. A lot of us in the beginning, especially when you are a beginner, we get stuck in this freaking hamster wheel of what's the best stack, what's the best practices, what should I use, should I use Stripe, should I use PayPal, should I use what's the other one, freaking paddle? Should I use this, and that? There's a million tools that you can use. There's a million languages that you could use. There's a million frameworks that you can use. Okay? So usually we all get lost in the beginning in the process of which stack do I go with? Which one should I go in and start building my application? Now, what Mark has done with shipfast is like he created a very basic boilerplate. If you're like into Next.js, React, he already has everything already laid out for you. Everything's already there connected. Pretty much that's the same way how he builds his applications. He's gotten to the point where he's making a pretty good amount of money on his applications on a monthly basis. Now this is where he's making a killing now. He's making like 100 something thousand a month of selling the boilerplate. I don't know if he's making that much money with his own applications, but again, that's irrelevant because what he's doing is he's creating a service, right, to solve your problem. Like there's people right now that are quote unquote the genius developers at their company, but they can't come up with ideas on their own outside of work. Or they go into this world and this mindset of, I gotta be super technical. I gotta build an application where you gotta, do test driven development. I gotta make sure that's using the best practices. I gotta be doing this, and that, right? And spend 6 months just on the setup, right? And then they launch an application that no one even wants, and it's not gonna make money. To be honest with you, right? You have to throw shit at the wall, and then once you throw shit at the wall, you see which one sticks. If something is not generating you money, there's no point on you spending 6 months working on it. Okay? That's just facts. So having something like this, like ship fast, it allows you to just go in and say, I got an idea, right? I can solve this one problem, right? The MVP, this is the MVP of the application, right? And let's see how many people are out there that need this service. Let me put it out. Let me see if it gets some you know, some what's the word? Some traffic, some interest, right? Before you even invest 6 months, a year, or more into an application. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy how I've been saying this for years, and you know people take it for granted in a sense, because who am I? I'm just a random dude with a hat on in here on YouTube. But I've been telling you guys this for a long time. Like, I just have to throw shit at the wall, build, right? And it doesn't matter what's your stack. You don't need TypeScript, right? That's the beauty of it. When I went to his website, one of the things that I love was you don't need TypeScript. You really don't, right? You don't need tests. You don't need most of the things that people spend time setting up for their application. You don't need any of that. Now, some people are conflicted with this idea because there's two type of entrepreneurs, we could say, right, in the development space. And it's the technical guys that they just here for the technical side of things, right? And I see this all the time, like on Y Combinator, and all this, a lot of the startups that be popping up every year. There's people that they focus so much on the tech side of things instead of focusing on what the customers actually need from them. And a lot of times, this is why startups fail, because they try to go in and they be like, well, wouldn't it be cool if we create an application that could track your dog in your neighborhood? It's like, who the fuck is asking for that? You get what I'm saying? Like, who's asking for this application that is gonna track your dog and is gonna take a picture of every photo or of every moment throughout the day of your dog's life? Who's asking for that? You get what I'm saying? No one's asking for that, right? So again, there's there's two types of entrepreneurs. There's the person trying to create some technical work, right, and flex on other developers, and then there's the people that actually, you know, are building things and care about the customers, care about, hey, I actually care about more about getting customers than actually the technical side, right? Another person that is known for this concept is Levels.io, Peter Levels. Shout out to him, right? I've had a couple of little differences with him here and there, right? Sometimes, but I still give him credit to, being one of the people that also motivated me, you know, 10 years ago on going on this journey, right? And confirming to me, because sometimes you have ideas and you have things that you're doing yourself, but when you see other people doing it and they're also having success, just like you, that confirms, like, yeah, you're on the right path. You get what I'm saying? That's why I love this dude Mark and the shit fast movement that he has, because it confirms everything. When other people are doing the exact same shit that I'm doing somewhere else in the world, that we have no connections, but we're doing the exact same thing, and it's the same things that's working for me is working for them. I love it because it confirms to me, like, yo, what I've been saying works. You know what I'm saying? A million times, right? And I just love it. You get what I'm saying? Well, I just love it. I get excited about that. Um, but yeah, man, this is the year to ship fast. Now, there is a con. Nothing in this world has a pro or has only pros. There's always going to be a con, right? Now, the pro of this is that now a lot of people that used to waste time and never deploy anything, never get to build anything out there, you know, and be able to build anything. Just they never got the application to a point where they could launch and start making money from it. Now they're gonna be able to do it. You get what I'm saying? Now they're gonna be able to do it because it just makes it simple for them. Okay. For me right now, I'm working on this application for for artists and to help them promote. You know, um, and again, that's something that I'm gonna give you guys more details. I'm probably gonna share more about that on this channel in the coming weeks. Right? It's a very simple application, right? And I'll be honest with you guys. Right now, I'm building the application. I'm taking it from being a single artist using this application to now making it to a point where it's going to be thousands of artists that's going to use my application, right? Because again, if you guys don't know, here's the quick story rundown. My boy Potencial Lirical, he's an artist, Dominican Republic. He's been growing, and I've been helping him on the marketing side and helping him on the technical side. Anything that he needs, websites, application, landing pages, setting up his advertisement, all of those things, I've been doing it for him, right? And all of the things that I've been doing for him, it's exactly what we have inside of this application, but it's built just for him, right? It was built just for him, for me to basically send like an app to make my life easier to help him out, right? Now I'm making it where I'm gonna make it accessible to everybody, and he's signed to Warner Music Group, right, which allows me to have a flex, right? By people using my app, they were able to get a record deal, right? So again, that's gonna be a plus. You know I'm gonna make a killing with this shit. No cap, right? Give me the next 2 3 weeks is gonna be crazy. But yeah, I'm working on that. I'm about to launch, and guess what? I'm not doing this shit with Next.js, TypeScript, chassis, and a million fucking different libraries and packages, Drizzle, Prisma. I'm not using none of that shit. I'm using PHP Laravel, right? And then basically server side, rendering everything that I can, right? And whenever I need to use interactivity, like for the dashboard, then I'm using React. Simple. Using MySQL. Very, very simple. Okay? Now, why am I keeping it so simple? It's very, very simple. I want to make it easy for me. I want to make it easy for me to be able to maintain it. I don't want to go in and fall into the trap of what's the best practice. Should I be using Next.js? Should I be using this, and that? This is ChatCDN. Should I use Daisy UI? I don't want to bore myself with all that shit. What I care about is building the product and getting it out there. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's why we in here. But yeah, so like I was saying, there's how you call this? There's like pros and cons to shipping fast, just overall, right? I think that shipping fast is great, like I said, for people to just get their shit together and just start building and put it out there. Now, I do believe that is going to hit a point that there's going to be a lot of bullshit apps out there. Now, I mean, it's kind of been like that for a while, right? If you look on Product Hunt, like every fucking 5 seconds, there's a new app being launched on Product Hunt. And sometimes I'll be like, yo, who's launching all these fucking apps? Because it seems like every fucking day there's a new app with a OpenAI API, using it as a wrapper, and that's it. They got an app and they just putting it up there. But I do believe at some point the market's gonna get flooded, and what's gonna happen is that a lot of the users, right? They're gonna go in and they're gonna be like, mm, this apps are no good, no quality. You know what I'm saying? Because if you flood the market with, let's say, hundreds of thousands of apps, right? And they all look the same. They all have the same landing pages. They're all using the same type of look. They all, only a one product, right? It could get to a point where it could get like, I don't know, like it could get flooded, because we've seen this shit happen before, right? We've seen it happen with the niche websites back in the days, right? And what happens is that when you go in, you create a website super quickly, or you do something that's subpar or sub quality, right? What happens is people start losing respect for those type of websites. So my advice is getting now. Do it now. It's still early. This shit is gonna be good at least for a year, 2 years. Some of you guys is gonna make a lot of money. Some of you guys is gonna be on the sideline. You're gonna be watching a lot of motherfuckers make money while you're gonna be going to work every single day. That's just the facts. There's people that, it's like a Pokemon. We could give you a fucking, you know, a moonstone, and no matter what, we give you a moonstone, you still want to be a Pikachu. You get what I'm saying? Like, shout out to everybody that's in here. you know, again, moderators. I don't know what people popping up and popping up in here. I don't know what's going on. Reading through here. Yeah, man. Moderators, y'all know what you gotta do. Give them a VIP ticket. Give them a VIP ticket. The Black Party, right? The Black Party right now is serving French fries, chicken wings, and they're giving a soda on the side. Enjoy the Black Party. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Yeah, so it is what it is. But like I was saying to you guys, I think that this is a moment in time where you have to take advantage of it. The whole AI wave, that was a wave. I will say that if you would have wrote it in the beginning, I mean, look at Levels.io. Levels, Peter Levels made millions of dollars with a very basic AI furniture, room room furniture application, interior design application, right? It wasn't the first one to come up, right, or to come out, but it was one of the first ones to really get liked, right, get that exposure. Now, this is also something that a lot of you guys got to keep in mind is that you're not a Peter Levels, you're not a Mark Lou, right? Um, Sometimes we see some of these individuals that pop up and they be like, man, they're making a killing. They're making this much money, monthly recurring revenue. Guess what? A lot of times they go viral, right? They go viral either for interviews, tweets, whatever the hell, right? And that helps them grow their applications. Another thing too that I learned over time was that, you know, like someone like Peter Levels, the main reason why his apps become huge, right, and has become huge is because he already has an audience. We can't fucking escape that, right? Nomad List, when it came out, trust me, I was there the whole wave from when he was fucking creating the little gifts, the little gift books to, probably shit way earlier because I was fucking following the shit since the YouTube fucking channel. I know him from YouTube music. I don't know him from coding. I got to know about him from coding later on. But you get what I'm saying? So once you have a audience, it's easier to go in and create tools for them and create services and products. Always remember that. This is why it's so important to create a brand online. Okay? You need to create a brand online and set yourself up for success. You got to show that you're an authority in this field. And you don't have to be the best. To be honest with you, you really don't, right? A lot of times we think that we need to be the best developer, we need to be the most charismatic person, we need to be this, and that. No. Always remember this. There's somebody that is at zero, and maybe you're a three, and you could help that person go from zero to three, and that person will follow you because he's trying to get to number three. Okay? Imagine this thing is 10 levels. Okay? There's some people that are at level 10, but no one cares about them. No one knows how to contact them. No one knows how to follow them. Also, to those people, they don't even share knowledge. They don't even put themselves out there like that. They're there to themselves. So they're a 10, only they know that. You get what I'm saying? Now, someone could be a 3, a 4, a 5, right? And someone that's at zero, that's just starting in this career or just starting in whatever it is. You want to be a plumber? There's a guy that could take you from zero level as a plumber to level 5. Now, to you, that guy is a 10 because he's achieved things that you haven't achieved yet. You know what I'm saying? Now, what I'm saying with that is that you don't have to think like, oh, I gotta be the best at what I do. I gotta do this and that. Like, no, it's like all you have to do is be consistent and put yourself out there, right? Create that brand. Put yourself out there that when people search your name, it comes up with a brand. Hey, this guy does apps. This guy's a designer. This guy's a producer. This guy is an artist. This guy, whatever it is that you do. You get what I'm saying? Build a brand, and then from there, build a community. Your community is going to help you more than anything else because it's so hard for someone to come in and buy into your product if they don't know you. You get what I'm saying? Not only does it cost money to convert that person, but when you have somebody that actually knows your background, your story, or what you've been able to achieve, what you've been able to do for others, or whatever your application might be, right? Once they know you and they know your brand, they'll trust you to then from there come in and purchase from you. Okay. Now, another thing too that I wanna say is test pricings, right? Test the price that you're gonna put things out there. I do it all the time. In every app, every service that I do, I go in, I test a small amount. Let's say, for example, I got a product. I go in and say, hey, this product, shit, no one knows me from a hole in the wall. I'll sell it for $10. Guess what? Nobody buying that $10. I'll sell it for 5. Okay, cool. We can sell it for 5. Okay, we got some results. People been using that product. Now we got social proof. Guess what? Let's test this out. Go to 10. Okay, cool. Let's go to 20. Cool. Let's go to 100. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Go to 500. Go to 1,000. Test it out. Right? There's nothing wrong with setting up A/B tests when you're creating any type of product or service, because you need to find out what's the sweet spot. You get what I'm saying? You need to find out what's the sweet spot with your product or your service that you're trying to put out there. So definitely don't be scared to test things out, right? But just don't fall trap into the testing every single thing about your app. Like, I'm setting up tests for my app because my app is going to scale to 1 million users. Worry about getting 100 users, bro. Worry about getting 100 users before you even worry about getting 1 million users. If you can't get 100 users, you're not going nowhere, right? And it doesn't matter how much money you put behind it, how much time you put behind it. If you can't get your first 100 users, your first 100 customers, that's a bad idea. That's a bad application. That's a bad service. You need to do something else. I always tell you guys, throw shit at the wall, see which one sticks. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in here. Jay Skywalker says the same thing that happened with dropshipping. Users got smarter, and now guys can launch crappy stores and still make a killing. Yes, that's exactly what's gonna happen with most of this application. But we so early on right now that, again, think about it like this. Ship Fast is already selling to a point where it's bringing like 120 something thousand dollars a month, right? That lets you know, okay? That lets you know that there's a lot of developers jumping into this. Now, let's be honest. It doesn't matter if people buy it, right? I think the boilerplate is like $200 or something like that. Let's be honest. There's people that buy shit and don't do shit. The majority of people, right? The majority of people sign up to something and they never do anything, right? They don't actually follow through, right? Because sometimes you'll be like, yo, if I purchase this product, that's premium, right? And again, I'm not throwing a shot to Mark, but at $200 for a boilerplate, it's good pricing. I'm pretty sure he tested it out. He probably said, hey, I could sell it for 50, I could sell it for 100, I could sell it for 150, I could sell it for 200. Maybe I can't sell it for 250. Maybe I can't sell it for 300, but shoot, 200 is the sweet spot. So he's getting that. But people are buying this, and then if you go in, somebody do the math, pull up, 124,000 divided by 124,000 divided by $200, right? 124,000. Somebody with a calculator, pull it up. 124 divided by 200. So we can see the real math right now. Put it up, put it up. Somebody with a calculator. I know some of you guys in a computer right now. I don't got my computer right now. Pull up your calculator. 124,000 divided by 200. 620. That lets you know every single month 620 developers are signing up for getting this boilerplate. Also, too, that lets you know that if we go by those numbers, let's keep it simple. Let's say there was 1,000 developers every single month interested in building a new application, right? By the end of the year, there should be around 12,000 around there, 8,000 to 12,000 developers trying to build applications. Remember, there's a lot of people that are laid off. There's a lot of guys that are very smart, right? They worked at Google, they worked at Meta, they worked at XYZ.com, right? But right now they're at home sucking on their thumb. They don't got a job, they don't got shit to do, all right? They're living off their savings. Some of them, if they were smart enough, they got money in crypto, they got money in money in stocks, etc. So they good. They could survive, a year, 2 years, 3 years. So imagine this. If we go in and we start thinking about that and we say, well, damn, there's around 10,000, let's keep it simple, 10,000 of those developers out there. And out of those 10,000 developers that's interested in and start building applications, probably 2,000 of them, right? Because it's a low number of people that actually follow through. Right? There's already a girl, I don't know what's her name. There's a video of a girl talking about ship fast, and she's like, man, I tried ship fast and I failed. And I was like, yo, this is what happens, right? So she already ready to quit, right? But yeah, there's gonna be a lot of people like that they're gonna try, and they're gonna see, oh man, my first app didn't make $1. Yeah, that's what happens. None of us make $1 off our first app, right? Hey, I built this application. I built 3 applications and I only make $30. Welcome to the real world. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, at the end of the day, um, at the end of the day, we gonna go in and create these applications, but some people they're just gonna quit midway. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in here that's in here um, for the main reason that we're here, which is to talk about shit fast. And shout out to all of you clowns, the trolls on the internet, right? Fucking losers. There's a bunch of people popping up in this live stream, and again, people wondering why are these people popping up. YouTube did a recent update. Of course, YouTube will do this, right? They did a recent update where you have YouTube Shorts. Okay, you have YouTube Shorts, and then now YouTube Shorts is becoming similar to TikTok. So this is the world that we in now. Okay, guys. When you do a live stream and you're you're here on a live stream, on a vertical live stream, most of the time you're gonna get this random trolls, this random people that they have no idea what the hell we're talking about. They're just swiping up and down. And then because we are a popular channel, right, it's gonna get recommended to random people just to see if they like the live stream. So yeah, we're gonna get a lot of trolls from now on because, of course, YouTube decided to do a stupid ass update trying to be TikTok without having TikTok moderation. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to Google and the fucking shitty ass team of YouTube. Right? I don't know who they have in there and in that development team of the Google YouTube team. I don't know how that team works, but every time they launch something, it just is garbage. Every single thing. Every single thing that they've dropped. I don't know who works there, but I can tell you guys have the worst fucking team in social media. Period. Only reason YouTube is successful is because YouTube, it's basically a monopoly when it comes to video. Video hosting and Google is the one that controls the search engine. So even if another video platform tries to come out, YouTube, Google basically suppresses those fucking different apps. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But yeah, talking back about building these applications, guys. The time is now, right? Start building this year I'm planning on launching as much as I can. And this is where I'm trying to go in and get back into heavy, because again, I've been focusing a lot on CodingPhase.com, my platform. For those of you guys that don't know, if you want to learn how to code, you want to get started in the tech industry, definitely go check out CodingPhase.com. That's where we teach people, regular folks like you guys that's in here, how to become developers and how to get into the tech industry, right? If you're looking to get a job, if you're looking to build your own business, this is where you start. You gotta actually learn the skill before you make money. Sometimes people get sold into this idea, right? I'll be seeing some people like on Instagram, TikTok, with a Lamborghini truck. Mind you, this this motherfucker's be in debt, right? Like crazy. Got a Lamborghini truck, got the G wagon, got this and that. It's like, yo, this motherfuckers do anything for social media, because a lot of people don't understand that, you know, they're showing you a lifestyle that you're not gonna have. Right? That's not the real lifestyle of a developer. They do that shit to catch your attention. I don't do that. I keep it simple. You know what I mean? I got a Benz. I got a new one on the way that's coming through, and I don't even be showing that shit. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't make me any money. I realized that shit years ago. I'm like, that shit don't make me no money to be showing how much money I got, how much money I be doing. Like, that shit makes no bread for me, right? Maybe it works for other people because they have that type of audience, but for me, it doesn't do anything for me, right? I'd rather just go in and show a simple lifestyle. Here's Joe with a Street Fighter t-shirt, right? And my wife's bullshit Honda Pilot, right? This shit works for me better than me being in a Range Rover or Rolls Royce. You know what I'm saying? This brings me down to to the regular folks, right? But yeah, guys, like I was saying, man, y'all gotta jump into this shit, man. No cap, like you have to. You cannot miss this opportunity. If you know just enough about development, just enough about full stack development, you gotta jump into it. Do I recommend getting ship fast? I think if you are one of those people that have no idea how to set all of those things up, that shit is gonna save you a lot of time, right? And time is money. So if you go in and instead of you spending a whole month trying to figure out how to connect Stripe, how to do all this shit, watching a YouTube tutorial, this and that, don't waste time on that bullshit. You go in, you get the boilerplate. It's already set up. It's the same thing that he uses, the same thing that a lot of people are using to build their applications. You come up with an MVP for whatever service or product you want to do. You put it out there, and that's it. You build it, put it out to the world, and then from there, jump into the next app. See which one sticks. You get what I'm saying? Marcus, yo, he's cosplaying normal folks. No, I'm not cosplaying. This is me on the regular. But I'm just saying, like, I learned over time that I'd rather go in and just be just regular, than me going in and going all out. Even like, there was a point I was like, yo, I'm about to get a Lambo and do this and that. And I was like, why the hell would I do that? I went in and bought the convertible. I got the Benz convertible, and to be honest with you, I don't even like the convertible like that. So I'm like, thank God I didn't get the fucking Lamborghini, because I don't even like to be in a constrained spot like that. So now I'm getting another Mercedes truck. I'm getting another Mercedes truck because I like to sit high. I like to be, riding on a big truck than being sitting down so low to the ground. So yeah, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, people relate to you more when you're you. Yeah, exactly. Also, too, I don't want to have that type of audience, right? Because, like, a lot of times, right? I see from what I've seen, a lot of these influencers, they don't do the work, right? Like, somebody comes in, like, some of you guys that might be watching this, and you have never heard of me, you never seen me, you don't even know who I am, right? I basically have a platform called CodingPhase.com where I help people how to code, how to get into the tech industry, right? And I really care about my subscribers. I really care about the people that come in. I do the work myself. When someone books a call, right, probably 95% of the time, it's gonna be me hopping on a call with you, right? When you have questions about coding phase or the platform, it's me that's helping you out and answering your questions. When you're taking the courses, it's me that's teaching you on the courses. And a lot of this influencers on TikTok, Instagram, from what I've seen, is they don't do none of the work. They're more the face, the mouthpiece of this lifestyle that they sell to people, right? What's my lifestyle? My lifestyle is I'm a father of three, got a wife, right? Got a beautiful home, take care of my family in Dominican Republic, take care of my family here in the US, and I'm on my business. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, they're selling this dream of, man, I'm in this Lambo, I'm in this fucking I'm in this G-Wagon, I'm in this condo, I'm this and that. And it's like, bro, most of these fucking people are living paycheck to paycheck. And that's facts, right? And then what they do is they don't really do the work. You know, it's like someone comes in and follows you for your advice and for your help. And they don't do that. What they do is they go in, they're mouthpieces, social media influencers that connect you to boot camps. So this shit is fucking crazy. So not only do they have no responsibility in helping you out or your success, they're just a mouthpiece to connect you to somebody else who really doesn't give a fuck about you as a customer, as a student, or anything. You're just a loan. Once they got you signed to a $14,000 loan or $20,000 loan, I've seen a boot camp charging $72,000 for a fucking boot camp, a whole year boot camp, $72,000 in Connecticut. So there's people, of course, they're showing this lifestyle, but this lifestyle is not really from their blood, sweat, and tears of doing the work. Their job is to be the mouthpiece for a boot camp to get you into a loan where they have no responsibilities over you. And for me, I don't respect that. I don't respect that because at the end of the day, that's the easy route. That's the easy route. Anybody could fucking do that shit. Any one of you guys could right now go in, you know, you got your job, then you go in and get yourself a nice little car, and then now you're just doing videos in front of your car, and and you fucking go into an Airbnb condo. Any one of you guys can do that and then promote a boot camp. But where's the morals? You know what I'm saying? When I bump into people in the streets, like I could go anywhere in the streets. I'm out here in Tampa. When I go to Brandon Mall, when I go to West Shore, when I go to the outlets, when I go to Orlando, when I touch down in Miami, it's all love. People come up to me like I'm a fucking celebrity or some shit. Like, yo, this is just, and I just kick it with them and talk to them and help them out and be like, yo, bro, here's my phone number. My direct phone number. Like, here, take my phone number. You got any questions, you need any help? I got you. If I don't have the results for you, or I don't have the right resources, I'll connect you to the right resource for whatever it is that you want to do. These people, they're not like that. They're fucking influencers. Where I'm like, man, this shit is corny because it attracts the wrong kind of individual, right? The same way how there's people that's looking for this get rich quick schemes that's online, right? Those same type of individuals are the ones that getting impressioned by this random tech influencers, where they be like, yeah, I'm on the line, I'm making $400, I'm making $500,000, I'm making $800. Tell them the fucking truth. You're getting paid $5,000 for every person that signs up for a boot camp. They're not dealing with you. They're dealing with a boot camp, and you're getting paid for boot camps. You're not actually teaching them anything. You're not helping them with anything. You're just a mouthpiece, and you're making money off them by putting them in loans. That's the shit that I don't respect. That remember years ago when I'm not gonna say the person's name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. When they were talking about lambda, they're like, man, it's a SIA, right? You don't have to pay until, you don't have to pay until you get a job. It was all bullshit. And people were getting paid left and right to be promoting Lambda. Getting paid for sponsor videos, getting paid for affiliate links, right? But now Lambda clearly has been put on blast and even got a bunch of lawsuits and a bunch of shit, right? And guess who's not connected to those lawsuits? The influencers who got you to sign up to them shits. You know what I'm saying? Guess who's living the lifestyle, right? These motherfuckers lived in a fucking hole in the wall. They lived in a hole in the wall, right? Made so much bread off y'all by signing y'all to boot camps. Now they living like superstars. Now they looking like they living that lifestyle off their fucking weight. And it's like, no. Their weight is you fucking traded people's fucking livelihoods, putting them on fucking loans, I will feel like shit if I go in and I get somebody into, let's say, a boot camp and they spend $20,000 and they don't even have a car. There's people that don't even have a car and signing up to boot camps because they want that get rich quick scheme. This shit is not like that, right? It's like when people come in and they hop on a call, I gotta go in and fucking deprogram their fucking brain. Sometimes people have been sold so much bullshit online that I gotta go in and, unwash, what's the name? Yeah, unwash their brain because their shit's so brainwashed where someone comes in and tells, yeah, you could get a $150,000 job in 3 months if you go to this boot camp. You could be doing tech sales over here and this and that. You could do cybersecurity and this and that. You're gonna make 400, 500. You're gonna be doing this. Yo, that shit sounds crazy to me. That's not how the shit works. He's like, yeah, man, I just started last week and now I'm making 400 grand. You know how crazy that shit sounds? So some of these individuals might even come to me and they'll be like, man, how much is the salaries paying? Because I keep hearing if I go to cybersecurity or I go to tech sales or I go to fucking UI, UX, I could go to this and that. And I could be making 400,000. And it's like, yeah, you can make that much, but it's going to be a process. It doesn't matter if you do web development, if you do tech sales, if you do, cybersecurity, if you do whatever it is that you do. You have to understand that there's a learning process, and that's the shit that people don't understand. Also, too, companies want you to have some type of experience. Even if you go to a boot camp, that boot camp doesn't mean anything. So you going in and spending, $20,000 or more on a boot camp makes no sense. Now, God bless you if you already chose that path for you, but at the end of the day, you have to understand what's your pros and cons, right? When somebody comes to my platform and, anybody can say, yeah, of course you're going to talk shit about boot camps because you would love to have everybody come to your platform. To be honest, no, I don't want everybody in my platform, right? Right now, the way I have everything set up on CodingPhase, I don't want more than 3,000 customers per year. I don't want a freaking million people coming to my platform. You know what I'm saying? If I can provide the service to them with the same quality of service that I've been giving to all of my customers in the last 7 years, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to have 10 million customers. I don't want to go and reach out to 10 million people. Nah, 3,000 people per year. I'm good. That's it. I don't need no more than that. I'm here to help. I'm not here to fucking maximize the most that I can. If I wanted to do that, then I will be doing something else, which is what I'm doing, right? This is why I'm in the, in the space of the tech, doing tech or tech tools, music tools for the music industry, right? Using my tech skills within that, because that can definitely generate me a lot of money. And you're dealing with businesses, you're dealing with artists, or you're dealing with labels. That's what, I'm interested in. That's where my money really is gonna come in. CodingPhase is just really like my fucking passion project, because I love helping people out and seeing, how people go from not having nothing and building themselves up and seeing their growth in this career, you know. But the truth is that if I wanted to maximize this shit, I could have just been a fucking influencer and just, how hard it is to go in, record all the courses. Like right now, I'm doing the Klaviyo course. Then from there, I gotta go in and edit the Klaviyo course. Then from there, I gotta go in and create a couple of videos on YouTube to promote it and tell you guys about the benefits of learning Klaviyo. Then from there, I gotta go in, run the advertisement, right? Create the videos for the advertisement, put it out there, right, on Facebook and Google Ads, etc., right? Then from there, answer people's questions when they come into the platform. Then from there, go in person, hop on a call with them. You know how hard that shit is? Instead of me just going in and say, hey guys, you want to become a developer? Go to XYZ Bootcamp. You know how fucking easy that shit is? That shit is easy. That's the easiest fucking job. It's a mouthpiece. All right? Me, I don't want to do that. I believe in my project. I believe in my product. I believe in everything that I do. And I believe that no one else can do what I do. So that's why I'm so hands-on. And I'd rather go and do it myself, to be honest with you. Plus, also, too, I'll be honest, I get to keep more of the profit when I do most of my work. And I'm the type of person, I'm not scared to work. I like to work. I like to put in the work, right? So if I have to do most of the work myself, keep most of the profit, shit, why not? I don't mind it. Rainier Luna says, man, every time I try to explain people about CodingPhase, they don't get it at first. All they see is the 200K jobs. Yeah, they don't. A lot of people, that's what I say. Like, when I hop on a lot of calls with people, I gotta literally, like, reprogram their brain in a conversation, because they come in with this mentality of social media, of what social media has shown them. And a lot of times, you see shit on social media, and it's really to sell you a dream, right? And of course, we all dreamers. We all have dreams of doing it big, right? And shit, if I was to tell somebody right now, like, look, my first $1 million that I have in my bank account took me from what? From 2011 till 2020, right? 2020, 2021. So if you tell somebody, hey man, you're going to have $1 million, but it's going to take you 10 years. You tell that to somebody, they don't want to hear that shit. They want to hear, how do I make $1 million by tomorrow? You get what I'm saying? You tell somebody, hey man, you can make $200,000, $300,000 in 3 years, 4 years. They don't want to hear that shit, because they want to do it by tomorrow. And when people use that against you because you have dreams and aspirations, they'll go in and sign you up to whatever it's out there. They'll go in and say, hey man, sign up to this shit. Sign up to this and that. Look, I got a $200,000 job. Hey, in 6 months, I'm doing this. A lot of that shit is cap, bro. Also, too, one thing that people don't understand is that there's things that benefit individuals that other individuals cannot benefit from. I'll give you a great example, right? Somebody that was doing sales, right, in another type of industry, maybe doing cold calls, maybe was, you was a manager at T-Mobile, right? And you're making $50,000 a year. You know how to deal with people. You know how to talk to people. You already have a resume and a track record that helps you go in and be able to show that you have a history in sales or customer service. Shit, you was a somebody on a phone doing tech support through the phone. That shows experience. Now, the average person that goes in and says, "Well, I'm giving you a random job, but hey, I'm an Uber driver, and for the last 5 years, I've been an Uber driver. In my previous job, I used to work at FedEx." That's the regular folks, right? Blue collar worker, right? He shows up to one of these boot camps. He's not getting the same results as this other guy who was already doing sales or customer service or already have a degree. You get what I'm saying? So there's things that people benefit from. And again, these boot camps, they're not all scams. But the problem is when they allow everyone in the boot camp and tell them the same story. You can't tell somebody that has a bachelor's degree in business, right? Hey man, you can make $200,000 doing tech sales, and then tell the guy that was just at fucking KFC on the fucking on the phone line, on the drive-through line, and tell him, y'all both gonna get the same job. Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. I'm just reading through the comments, right? Do y'all think like? Let me actually let's make this interactive. We got a couple of people in here, right? How many of you guys believe that that's possible with no experience, no background in this? How many of you guys think that that's just possible, right? And again, like I can say everything is possible, but how many of you guys believe that out of 100 people doing that, 100 of them is gonna be able to get the same $200,000 job? That doesn't work like that. I don't believe so. I haven't seen that shit. And I've talked to a lot of people that's in tech in different roles, from sales to development to people who are designers to people who do QA testing to people who do, cybersecurity. I've talked to a lot of different type of individuals, and this idea that you go from 0 to 200, it's crazy. You get what I'm saying? XXYZ says it's possible, but improbable. I don't know. Improbable is a fucking word. I mean, I don't know, but yeah, like it's possible, but that's the shit. I don't live my life off who won the lottery. You get what I'm saying? Like I can't live my life off who won the lottery. I gotta go in and look at what's my odds. And once I understand what's my odds, then I'll be like, all right, cool. And yeah, I'll play the lottery here and there, but I'm not coming into work and be like, hey guys, I quit my job. I quit, guys. Yo, but we need you for the job. What's going on? I just played the lottery. I'm about to be a millionaire tomorrow. You get what I'm saying? There's people that walk around with like that. They be like, yeah, nah, I'm gonna play the lottery. I'm living my life to the lottery system, and then everything's gonna be all right. I'm quitting my job tomorrow. Everything's gonna be all right. We playing this lottery. I'm gonna be a millionaire by Friday when they call my Mega Millions. Yeah, bro. There's people that live like that, and like I said, a lot of people they take advantage of that. They go in and sell you on that dream. So a lot of times I have to go in and reprogram people, right? Reprogram, like deprogrammed, basically. Deprogram their fucking mindset of like, you're gonna get a job, you're gonna be able to work in tech, but you have to be realistic of your first job, and you can't think about getting this crazy high numbers. If the opportunity comes, hallelujah, go for it. That's a blessing. Thank God that you got it. But you cannot live your life thinking that, oh shit, I'm buying this brand new fucking Benz, right? You're working right now, a regular 9 to 5. You get yourself into a crazy payment. You're paying $1,800 a month for your new Benz, and you're like, nah, I'm good because I'm going to this boot camp. I just signed up, man, and in 3 months I'm gonna get $200,000 job. I could afford this shit. Don't do that because you're gonna be you're gonna be embarrassed. You're gonna lose that car. They're gonna come repo that shit. You're living a regular lifestyle, expecting that you're gonna be able to make XYZ amount of money. It's like, nah, wait until that money comes in first, right? Yeah, man. People be doing that shit all the time. They go in and they get over their head, you know. I was talking to one of my friends, XYC says, XYXS. I was talking to one of my friends from the US, and he said $60,000 jobs are a luxury. That's why I don't care about the US folks that watch your shit. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. It's it's the how can I say this? It's usually the people that's been trying. They're interested in becoming developers or tech workers, right? Because right now, what people care about is, I just want to work in tech. They don't. There's people that don't care what the job is. I just want to work in tech. I want to be walking around eating granola at Google. I want to do this and that, right? This motherfucker is like, yo, I seen the other day, how you call this thing, like a cooking class, how to work in tech as a chef. And it wasn't like a chef, but how to do hospitality. So basically, this motherfucker's charging an arm and a leg to teach people how to work in tech, how to get a job in tech, right? Doing hospitality. Basically, you're cooking up soups and cooking up granola, right? For fucking the engineers, the designers, this and that. So now even just the hospitality game, they're like, how to work in hospitality and tech. And I'm just looking at this shit like, yo, so now any job that's connected to tech, it's just a thing now because people hyped it up so much. They think that everybody's earning this amount. Even I seen the other day, customer service. They're like, yo, how to work in tech? And I go and click on it because I click on all the ads. And the reason why I do that is to see what they're putting out and to see if they have a good marketing system. When I click on this shit, they're talking about how to be a tech worker, right? Now, again, tech worker is the title of it, right? And it's customer service. You basically working in a call center. I'm like, all right, bro, this tech job shit, tech tech work, this shit is getting out of hand. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a dude right now with a course, how to get a job in tech as a janitor. It's like, bro, we need to start putting some respect to the word tech. Like, like motherfuckers is like doing every type of job, and it's like in the tech industry. Because remember, people get this shit mistaken. There's a bunch of jobs out there, a bunch of different industries, right? But people consider the tech industry like the go-to place because of the hype. But I can tell you right now, if you go to the majority of rich neighborhoods, right, in any part of the country, I can guarantee you most of the people that's in there, they're not in the tech industry. They're in production, manufacturing, they're in healthcare, they're in every type of industry you could think of. It's not like how people make it seem where it's like, oh, if you're in the tech industry, it's like you're making the most money. It's like, no, it's not. You could be an engineer right now working for a company that sells, how you call this shit, sells drugs, sells, pharmaceuticals. You could be making a killing right now. You could be working at a company that sells health insurance. There's people that work at Geico right now and making a killing as a developer. Right? Same thing as in sales. You work at a company that is selling, I don't know, jet skis. I just seen the jet ski is hot as hell out here in Florida. Everybody out here with the jet skis out, right? Somebody, you work for a company that sells jet skis, right? And you get paid off commission, you're making a killing of selling jet skis. I've seen a company that's nearby here that sells golf carts, and at least two of the workers that's there, they got Bentleys. At least two of the workers there, and the owner goes in there with a fucking brand new Rolls Royce. So that lets you know there's money everywhere. You just have to be actually good at what you do, and look at the positions that is high paying, but also too that connect with what you can do, right? Because a lot of times too, there's people that go in and they're like, oh, I want to learn something, I want to learn a certain skill, and but they can't do it. Like I give you an example. Like you could go in, but I'm gonna study sales. You don't like talking to people in person. You don't know how to fucking convince people. You don't know how to persuade people. You don't know how to fucking articulate your words. That's not a good job for you. You know what I'm saying? That's like when people. I used to see people back in the days sign up for this courses, how to sell high ticket items, how to sell this and that, and they'll sign up to a mastermind, which costs like $10,000. And when they sign up to the mastermind, $10,000, they try to do sales. And then when you see the person, who it is that's trying to sell you some shit, you're like, this motherfucker can't sell. Yeah, like there's people that go into like a Dan Lok, right? They sign up to a Dan Lok course, pay $10,000. Then they go in and then Dan Lok will come in and be like, well, we're gonna do a retreat in a boat and this is that. We're gonna help you become even a better high ticket salesperson. Da da da. And people go in and put $20,000 more on that, right? So now they're like $30,000 deep into it, and they try to get sales, right? And try to sell things for companies, right? Because you could get hired at a company as a sales rep, but if you're not selling, guess what? You're getting kicked out. So this guy goes in and signs up for all this shit. And I'm like looking at this fucking guy. I'm like, yo, this dude is a dweeb. I wouldn't buy this guy. If this guy was fucking selling me candy right now at a corner store, I bump into him on the train. You know how in New York City, there's kids that come up to you and be like, yo, can you support my basketball team? We're trying to get new jerseys and this and that. Right? If that dude cannot even sell me a candy, a chocolate bar on a fucking New York City train, you're not supposed to be doing fucking high ticket sales. That's not for you. Same thing for somebody that is trying to become a developer and be like, man, I want to become a developer. But you know damn well that you're not interested in sitting down in front of a computer for mad hours. You're not interested in working isolation, right? You're not interested in dealing with a bunch of nerdy people, because that's the truth, right? Sometimes your personality doesn't connect with the type of job that you're in, right? Because that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're going into a ecosystem that you're not compatible with. You're gonna hate the job. I was just watching a girl on YouTube, day in the life of a developer, right? She quit her job, and then she's now gonna go to I think somewhere in Asia to go work. And she basically was saying like she quit her job because she didn't like the culture here. She didn't like how people were like kind of treating her. They wasn't giving her like the right projects to be building so she could grow and this and that. And I'm like, Ma, you going to Asia? You think the shit's gonna be easier over there when motherfuckers don't leave from work at 9 o'clock? When people are expected to work as much as they can? You was complaining about the work and life balance here. Now you're going to Asia? You think you're going to have an easier lifestyle over there? This shit is not built for you. Well, my phone about to die. So yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes this lifestyle is not for you. You know, sometimes people they buy into the dreams and pay a crazy premium thinking that they're gonna skip the line. It's like, no, you're not. You're still gonna have to do those cold calls. You're still gonna have to do, you know, interviews. You're still gonna have to do all of this shit. Companies are still gonna ask you, what's your work history? You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Ran through here. High rod for. Hey, nice. Today I applied to be a web producer for the New York Times. Congrats. Congrats on that, bro. Yeah, that's how you do it. People don't believe me when I tell them, like, yo, there's a lot of companies, a lot of different industries that's hiring for web producers, content editors, email developer, web administrator. You know, once you go in and you know, you get those interviews, try to kill it, maximize it. You know, we got a couple of students that's working at Disney's, working at Carnival Cruise Line, Spirit, NASA, freaking shit, a whole bunch of companies, and they build themselves up. So, again, keep killing it, bro. Yep. XYXS. Build us this boring website for selling this revolutionary tampon. That's the job. No creative shit. Yeah. A lot of times too, that was another thing too. Like this girl was talking about. She's like, yeah, I'm not working on creative stuff. And I'm like, this is part of the job. That's the job. That's why you gotta go in and build your own apps, your own thing, your own services, so you could have fun with it. You could build things that you're interested in. But when you go to work, it's not up to you. It's up to the company and whatever they do. You can't go in there and complain and be like, damn, they got me building landing pages. I'm supposed to be building a backend. I'm supposed to be working with database, and this is the job that's there for you. There's a guy. We already have that guy here. We got a position for you to come in and help us build landing pages. We got a position for you to come in and help us manage the website. We got a position for you to build emails. We got a position for you to add the products to the page. It's a job. You know what I mean? Anyways, guys, listen, I'm about to head out of here. Guys, I'm going to see you guys later. I'm going to keep you guys updated on this new application. See how it goes and see how the launch goes. So, yeah, man, I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. And I might need some help, so I might go on Discord. And if anybody wants to help me out with this app, I'll be on the Discord. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah. Fucking losers. I'm telling you, having YouTube go in and add this feature to random people just popping up in live streams, that shit's gonna kill YouTube live streams, like 100%. Because at the end of the day, it's like, who wants to be dealing with this random trolls and random losers? And it's usually like little kids that ain't got shit to do, you know. So it's gonna be funny. You know, we might just go in and like I said, just drop videos on the YouTube and that's it. But oh man. Anyways, guys, I'm about to get out of here. It's your boy Joe back at it again, CodingPhase.com. Check out the link in the description, guys. Still available, 35% off, CodingPhase.com. Today's the last day. So if you wanted to sign up to CodingPhase, get that 35% off. All right, guys? Take care. Peace.